Hey guys, this is John from Legacy Woodworking, and today we're working on video 4 from the Handbook of Ornament. Today we're going to build an egg and dart molding. An egg and dart molding can be used, again, in a lot of places. You can use it for picture frames, decorative molding, fireplace mantles, about anywhere you can need something to kind of spice up what you're doing. Now, there's a lot of different ways to draw egg and dart. We can do it 3D modeling, which then takes a lot of time to carve out and may or may not be the way you want to go. The second way is by using profiles and vectors. So we're going to use the shape of a router bit profile, and we're going to create this egg and dart. We're going to start by just starting with an Aspire file that's going to be 12 by 1.5 by 3/4, and we're going to get to work. First thing we draw is an ellipse, and this is going to be 1 inch wide and 2 inches tall, and let's lay that one right on center. And we'll grab that center point and bring it up here to the top, and we're going to start doing our offsets. So our first offset we're going to do is going to be a 32nd of an inch, and we're going to go both inward and outward. We're going to offset that one. Now we're going to select our outermost vector and change this just to outward. And we're going to start moving our offsets. 0.09375 is our next one. And then selecting this new one here, we're going to go one more time, an offset of 0.03125. Okay, now those are going to be all the offsets that we need for this particular piece of egg and dart molding. Go ahead and click on close, and let's trim all that in half. And the quickest way to trim it all is to just draw a line across the top of it. Do that one more time here, and use our scissors tool to just take the top off. All right, with everything taken off, let's go ahead and get to work. This innermost vector here, we're going to use a little bit later. So I'm going to close it with a straight line, and then I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to move it to a new layer. Okay, and this is going to become a layer called Pocket. I'm going to turn that layer off. Okay. This is my original, so this is 1 inch wide and 1 inch long now, because it was a 1 by 2, and we trimmed off half of it. Now these two here, I want to join together, so I'm going to select both of those and join with straight lines. Those two there, if we go back to our book, we're going to notice it's going to be this shape right here outside of the egg and dart. Now to build this one, we're going to take a draw polyline tool. We're going to start right there, and I'm going to go backwards a 1/16 of an inch. From the DX, it's negative 0.0625. There she is there. And we're just going to come straight down from there till we're just a little bit longer than the actual egg and dart. We'll then mirror it across to the other side by just clicking flip horizontal. Now we have both of them. The next thing I like to do is make sure that my points don't go any deeper than my egg and dart. And so I'm going to take my draw polyline tool, and I'm going to start at this guy right here. And I'm just going to draw a line that's pretty long so I can center it in the X and have this overlap. It also gives me the point where I need to start my arrow. I'm going to draw a polyline. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to come up to about halfway. Now this is where you kind of decide, do you want a really sharp, or do you want a little bit more broad? You can decide that based upon wherever you start or stop this one. So I'm going to bring it up here till I like it. Probably about right there. And again, I'm going to mirror this one over horizontally. So now I have two of them. I take this bottom layer, delete it off. I take this line here, go into my node mode, and I'm going to delete off just that portion of the line. And finally, with our scissors tool, we're going to trim off this. Selecting all of this here now, we're just going to join everything that we can join together. What we should have now is we should have an open vector here, open vector here, open here, and of course our closed one right here. Now this is all of our egg and dart. Because it's a repeating pattern, we can select all of this, and we can just array it down the row. We're going to turn back on our pocket layer for this, so we use that as well. Now we'll go to our array tool, and we're going to make, let's say 8 copies. Let's just see what it does. That's long enough. That looks fantastic. And now we'll just center it here. Now looking at this one, I think it's perfect. The last thing we need to do is just mirror this one across. Just going to go to the right, close up our dart. And on this one here, we'll go to the left to do the same thing. Now we'll select all of this. We do a join one more time. With all of this done, it's time to go ahead and start our tool pathing. We're going to turn back off our pocket. I don't need that one right now. And we're going to select all of these vectors here. Go to our profile toolpath, set our depth to 1/8 of an inch. Using the 1-inch rope molding bit, we're just going to click on calculate. We should now be able to preview what our egg and dart is going to start to look like. All right, so what I want you to be able to see here is we have a really cool looking egg and dart here. We have this beautiful pattern. We have our egg, we have our outline, and we have our dart. If we look at this, we're looking pretty close. The last thing to do is, of course, to get rid of all of this area here so that our egg and dart stands proud. Let's go ahead and do that. To do that, it's very simple. We're going to turn back on our pocket layer, and then we're going to draw a box, just a rectangle. We're going to draw that like this, and we're going to make it just a little bit longer. So instead of 12, we're going to go 12.5. And instead of 1.5, we're going to go 1.75. Just a little bit longer and a little bit wider. Now selecting everything again. Okay, so now selecting our box, and then we want to grab our dart, our outer edge, and our inner piece, just leaving that open vector alone. Everything else will need to be selected. All right, with everything selected, let's go ahead and set up our pocket tool path. We're going to set our pocket depth to the exact same as before, the 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to use a 1/4 inch end mill to do the job. And let's go ahead and calculate here. If we want to see what it's going to look like, we can just preview our visible tool path. It's going to cut all that away. And now our egg and dart stands proud. Over here, you have some webbing in your dart. We can decide here if we want to go to a smaller cutter. Let's see what happens. We'll open up our pocket tool path again, hit select, and let's go grab an 1/8 inch end mill. Okay, adding that to our job here, and then putting it in the right order. Let's calculate again. Now let's go ahead and preview visible tool paths one more time. We're going to see that it just cleans up a little bit more. But we have to decide if that's what we like or that's what we don't. To be honest with you, I actually like the first one better. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of my 1/8 inch, remove, calculate, reset our preview, and then preview all of our tool paths. Here's our egg and dart molding, and a 12-inch section is going to take us approximately 2 minutes and 28 seconds. A lot faster than 3D modeling. If you have any questions about this, give me a quick phone call. It's 801-491-0010. If you're interested in the Legacy Woodworking product line, again, that same phone number, as well as John, John, at legacywoodworking.com. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up, be kind to each other, and we'll see you guys in the next one.